Shalom, shalom, brothers and sisters. Welcome back to Rooted in Hebrew. Um, my name is Mike. Back another day. Um, Seeing all this nonsense that's going on in this world in which we're a part of, and to be seeing all these things. I was absolutely just floored. And I know what's this? Sister Jones, she mentioned it that the Catholic Pope was trying to open up some portals, and for me to see that stuff and what they was doing, that just it blew me away. It blew me absolutely away. Hold on, chat. There you go. Okay. Shalom, brother Dylan. Shalom, sister Patricia. It's nice to have you all in today. So I was looking at this stuff, and it was and I checked out the brother with Truth Unedited, and I understood everything he was saying, because a lot of this stuff that they're pushing out, it's meant to distract us from a bigger picture that they are trying their best to keep us away from. Because they want us to become off as shell shocked. We in a dazed. No, we're not trying to get down that way. We was built for this. Come what may, it is what it is, and it's going to get down the way it's going to get down. Shalom, brother Ricky. Glad you made it in, brother. This stuff they're pushing out is I never seen what Sister John was talking about was that portal thing. And I'm just looking at this cat, this Catholic priest holding up a rod with the blue lights and this little circle, like, this is the dimensional stick that he's going to use to open. I have never seen anything like what's going on in my life, and I call it short. Let's call it a short life. All of this stuff that's happening right now, all of this stuff, it's AI is on the rise. People talking about portals here, portals there. Now you got this religious person talking about open up a portal. This is some demonic stuff that we are literally witnessing. I'm serious. This is mind-boggling, mind-blowing. I ain't gonna boggling. I mean, because they're gonna do what they're gonna do in this is their system. This is their system. And they're going to do what they want to do. And right now, it appears that what they're trying to do is to keep us baffled, concentrating on one thing or this here or that there. And that's what I'm noticing, brothers. That's what I'm noticing. And it is, whoo, man. I was talking to my sister earlier this morning. And she's starting to see some things that's, it got her looking at this world a tad bit different. They're trying to keep people out of the mix of things. And then they come out, and YouTube is just full of so much. People claim they this, they that, they got the answer to this prophecy and things of that nature. We already took that into account. We already knew that this type of stuff is going to happen. We already knew that, and it's happening on a scale that is like It's unbelievable. Ooh-wee. This is that time, brothers. This is that time. We are we're on a whole different plateau. Today is the 17th. The 17th. About in the middle of the month. The middle of the month. Ooh, wait a minute. Hold on, Brother Rick. Was what you talking about? Did this happen a few months ago? Because if so, I was there. Are you speaking about here in Dar? If so, I think I know what you're talking about. Wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute. Yes. All right, let me explain this then. There was this brother. What it was two brothers, truthfully. One was a Tanzanian born. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I know about that one, Brother Rick, and I'm gonna tell you what happened. And it's sad though. It is truly sad. Um, there was a Tanzanian born brother, about 30 years old. But he lived in the United States, you know, married to a Gentile and had with two kids. And so he got into a fight. No. I got you, brother. I want to explain this because I mean it's sad. Um, they got into a tussle. So the Tanzanian brother was overtaking the other brother. So the brother, he said, all right, he yielded. He said, okay, all right, you got me, brother, you got me. And boom. And that's what he was saying it to the Tanzanian brother who was here visiting Tanzania. But he was getting ready to go back to his wife and kids. So, but instead of him listening to the brother, say, all right, you did it, brother. All right, fine. I think from it was three times that this man said to him, all right, you got me. You won, brother, you won. But the crowd went demonic. The crowd went demonic. So they egging this brother on, who's like throwing some martial arts on the other brother. And the brother said, all right, you win, you win, you win. And so he was walking away. The brother was walking away. So the brother, Tanzanian brother, he got beside himself. He kept on he kept fighting the brother. The brother pulls out a knife and goes into his liver. That's what he did. He goes into his liver. So that I don't know, but this is the thing. I just don't understand. But when somebody is bleeding, it's like to me, it's called common sense. You try to stuff the hole to slow the bleeding down. So this is what happened. So the Vajaji was taking his brother to the Shalom, Brother Dave. The Vajaji was taking the brother to the hospital. And unfortunately, he bled out. He bled out. The brother that he was kept on fighting and who was egged on by the crowd, then he came up under attack. Because now, mind you, he's not a Tanzanian. He's a brother. He's not a Tanzanian. So, and just so happened I was in the Vajaji heading home because this happened in Betsy Beach. I was heading home. I'm like, Dad, I'm looking at these people. They picked up rocks and they hit the brother in the face with the rock. The brother was bleeding. His face was blood. His face was bloody. So now I'm getting pissed, truthfully, because I'm saying, man, what's going on with this nonsense? And the driver, the Bajaji, he's smiling because he's getting all worked up because he's seeing the fight. And I'm like, him. And I'm like, he's slowing down because he's looking at the fight. Now, truthfully, brothers, I kid you not, y'all is my witness. I wanted to get out and say, hold on, what's going on? But the crowd was so geeked up on trying to get to this man. So he started throwing blows because what you had like 15 guys throwing rocks and hitting him with sticks. When I say rocks, let's call them half a brick. Half a brick on this brother. So I'm like, man, what did this brother do? And so they was about to kill this brother. They was about to kill him. And just so happened, that brother, he started throwing blows back. He's tried, and things of that nature. And man, I looked to my left and I seen a small police station. And the brother, he fell into the police station. And the woman, she comes out. And everybody fell back. And it seems like that's the only time they respect is when they hear the gun come. I did not think anything of it. I said, all right, brother, he's cool. But I'm looking at the situation of these, the brothers here, that was throwing the rocks and everything. All of them was smiling. They was all geeked up over something. Now, truthfully, brother, I see that as self-defense. The brother kept saying to the Tanzanian-born brother who lived in the United States, "Hey, you won, brother. You good." But when the devil gets in and get them all geeked up, bro, you need to move quick. There's no more reasoning that you need to do. There's no more reasoning. Get your stuff, get out. If you got to run from the brother, so be it. Run from him. But that brother did not open up the way for this brother to move on about his business. And just so happened, the brother was explaining a situation that happened. I said, wait a minute. And I started describing, I described the brother. I said, he got locks and so-and-so, he's this young, he likes so-and-so. I said, yeah, I was there. I was there when that happened. Not when the stabbing. It was like right after he got in the vagina, boom, they shot him on time. But brothers, when I sat back and I looked at things, it sounded like self-defense. I mean, I just wish it would have went in a totally different direction. But this young brother, he got beside himself with his martial arts, and he just took it too far. That's what he did, and that's what from my understanding, he took it too far. And the way he took it is the way the Most High let it be issued out. Now, granted, that man is no longer with us. He leaves behind 2 kids. That's what he leaves. And Ricky, that's how that went down. He's in prison, and he's in prison, been in prison, I think, for like 5, maybe 6 months. No. Let me stop that line. Hold on. I'll say 6 to 7 months. And they're not going to hear his case until next year. That's the thing. Yes, I knew about that, Brother Ricky. Wait a minute, hold on. Is he talking about the same one? Boom, yeah. Shalom, Sister Donna. Shalom, Sister Melody. But these are some of the things that we have to contend with within our ranks, within our ranks. And it's sad. Yeah, man, Rick, I mean, Rick, I was like, dude, y'all joking me? And these brothers was telling me about it. I'm like, dude, I was there. This brother, man, let me tell you something. This is our people. This is Israel. I'm talking about just to see this brother head move when a rock hit him. He was dazed when he got up. Head bloody and everything. Now I'm getting pissed. I mean, shucks. I'm getting pissed. But I'm looking at these 15 people. I'm like, what did this brother do? And so now it got to a point, man, I said, no, man, I can't let this go. I mean, And that's when he fell right into a police station. He was dazed. He fell right in it. When I say brothers, I seriously believe they would have killed that brother. I seriously believe that. Of course, the devil was in the mix. Just like Sister Sandra Bland or something like that. When they went in there and took out our sister holding a pot of hot water, that dude was demonic from the word go. Before he even walked in the house, he come bamming on the door like he lost his everlasting mind. Yeah, that's right there. When you see stuff like that, no, you're on a whole different level. And I seen that, and with the guy that was driving the Bajaji, he's smiling, like he's geeked up to see a fight. So I'm like, dude, why are you slowing down? But then I'm like looking at all these people jumping on this one brother. I'm like, what did this dude do? I thought, truthfully, brothers and sisters, I thought that he molested a little girl, son. Truthfully. And that was not the case. That was not the case. Shalom, Sister Anita. That was not the case. But he went inside his boot, pulled out a knife, went inside the brother's liver, he bled out. But brother, this is not no excuse. But I have to say this. That man kept telling the brother who was overtaking him, all right, you won, you good, brother, you good, you good. 3 times. But then he got geeked up from the crowd. And the same thing is going to happen to the same system to which they overdid it. He overdid it. And now this is what it cost him. One. It wasn't like he was like many times. Nope. One time. Turned it, cut it, bled out. That brother pleaded. He pleaded with the one who was getting the best of him. He pleaded with him. He said, look, you won, you won, you won. It's cool, it's fine. All right, you won, brother. The brother was not listening, brothers. He was not. He was geeked up. He was geeked up over a satanic environment. And the same thing can happen to us. The same thing can happen with us. We get ourselves all geeked up over some stuff we know for a fact we should not even entertain that type of nonsense. What we do, especially our little ones. When the Most High said that the days of Noah will be in this generation, oh yeah, when I say it's so much demonic activity out there, brothers and sisters, yes it is. I know I explained this to you. I have the video. I know for a fact if I show that video, like, oh no, Mike, you shouldn't have showed that. You shouldn't have showed that. That's one thing that was absolute graphic. A young sister, like I was telling you, I said this a few weeks ago. And there was a taller little little sister. Both of them like they was teenagers. One was shorter. And they got the tussling. Somehow the taller one ended up being on the other side. They switched sides, and the taller one pushed the little girl. You know, she looking. I'm standing over you like, you know, Stubbs compared to Shaq. But the little girl pushed the woman back, pushed the sister back. And I know for a fact this little young, I mean, well, brothers and sisters, she don't even know what hit her. All the little sister did was push her back, and she fell back on a bench, like a bus bench, a park bench rather. But it was the back of the head, back there, that her neck hit. Instantly, she was gone. A little drop of blood came out of her nose, and her eyes were still open. This demonic stuff that we're seeing, brothers, it's on a whole different level. They're showing themselves. They want the violence. They want this violence. They showing the violence. And we're getting affected by that, by these, with this demon activity. Brother saying, I'm going to destroy this brother. I'm going to destroy this brother. I'm going to destroy this sister. We're getting affected by that stuff, brothers. This is not the time for us to be falling into the devil's den. We're trying to stay away from the devil's den. Period. But that's what happened with that brother here in Tanzania. And it just so happened, Brother Ricky, I was there that day. And I was, but when they told me, and they was talking about, wait a minute, that sounds familiar. And I was talking to two other brothers from the States. And they was telling me, hey, we just heard this song. So I'm like, wait a minute. And I kept on, so I described the brother to them, because they know the brother. They know him. The brother that's locked up, that is. I was like, yeah, so and so. And I described him down to a T. They said, yeah, that's him. I said, yes. They was in that brother. Brothers and sisters, I'm serious. The way they were throwing stones, you would think they were living in biblical times. It was like they was trying to kill this man. This brother on the ground, he was trying to get himself together. He getting hit while he was getting hit with with a half of bricks. Half of bricks in the head. And I mean, they just, when I say they was, man, please. They were standing over this brother, dropping rocks like they was bombs. And then for me to look on some of their faces, man, they did it. So they were looking. They had a smile on their face as if this is gratification. I'm looking at the driver and I'm looking at the people. Like, y'all joking me? Brothers, yeah, let me tell you, no, some of us are not gonna make it. Some of us, it will appear that we love this demon activity down to the T. I'm starting to see that more and more. Because where is the love of goodness that's supposed to be within us? Oh, man. But Brother Ricky, I kid you not, I was about to get out of this thing, but I knew, truthfully, I needed a piece. Because it seemed like they don't understand nothing until you pull out that, and you got to let one go in order for them to understand the point. Because I know good well I can't take on 15 boys or men. But I'm just so thankful because truthfully, I was about to get out because he slowed down so much. I'm like, brothers, let's reason. We got demons. Mm. And it's sad, Brother Ricky. It's sad, bro. I I just wish I did not witness that. That would have been like the third killer that I have seen since I've been here. Third. The other two, they were born here. One was stealing chickens. He stole 13 chickens. The other one stole some clothes. And when somebody holler thief, the whole community come out. They come out with sticks, knives, and everything. If you, even though you're not the person who they stole from, they coming out mm, and they set both those men on fire. And I just happened to be, I was there, but I did not witness the execution. Put it that way. And by the time the police came and picked up the body. They picked up the body, put it in the back of the truck, and they keep it moving. They talked to the person that there was stuff was stolen from. They give everything. They give their report. Boom. They keep it moving. Now the police flat out do not tolerate thieves. Even if you catch the thief, the police would ask you, "What do you want to do? You want to kill him?" Shalom, Sister Pixie. Mm, yeah, you know what I'm saying. They go, Ricky. Ricky, you was here. Rick, I'm telling you, brothers and sisters, y'all think I'm joking. Ricky lived here. Ricky know how real it can get here in Dar. Dar is you can learn a lot from Dar. If you come to Dar and you learn something, you can go anywhere in Africa. You straight. You are absolutely, you good to go. Mm. Oh, they asked you to? Yeah. The police, I mean, the police, the first thing they said, you want to kill him? I mean, who? And it's sad, brothers. I'm gonna say it this way. I went somewhere, um, I went to the grocery store, not far, to show you how shady things are here. The guy, we called the call this Fajaji. He said he would charge 4,000 to do so and so. So I had a Tanzanian with me. He was like, that's fine. He closed out the ride. I said, oh, all right. So what he did, he thought he gonna be slick. I'm charging 7,000 to go back. I'm like, nigga, you for real? And the Tanzanian like, no, 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 no. So we at the grocery store, right? He like, I said, you got me this time. I said, but trust and believe. You go get yours. And I don't care whether he understood me or not, but I said it 10 hands in, and he, related. I said, oh, because, you see in America, they think, everything about you, you black and green, period. You black and green all times, you know. But I mean, I understand what you're saying, Brother Ricky. I do. But it's the dabbling, to getting into that little demonic realm, that feeling. It's something that we will have to take off. It's going to come here and there. You go, somebody's going. I can almost guarantee you when they broke into Brother Ricky's place. Rick, I'm quite sure he was pissed. I know he was. Anybody break into your place and steal all of your stuff? It ain't like he right here jumping for joy. They did something they had no business doing. But the residents, man, please. They coming out and blood must be spilled. And that's how they rolling about that. But it's the diving into the world of a satanic feeling. That's that stuff that we want to stay clear, far and away from, off the top, far and away from it. Let them go into somebody else's house and take some stuff. He better be a track star. He better be a track star. If you know he can't run, you ain't got no business trying to steal. And just so happened, I was looking at this video in Nigeria, and they was burning these two brothers. Now, mind you, I don't know about the other one. He looked like he may have been he was out of here. There was one, he kept on moving. He was trying to get up out the fire. He was getting up. They was kicking him down. His clothes burned. His clothes was burning off of him. Brothers, So this one man comes up with a 5-gallon bucket and toss gas on him. A half a bucket. Whoosh. All of a sudden, whoosh. These people that look like me and you. Is this the trampling of Israel? Is this the depth, the lowness of the trampling of Yahshua? For the few months, or I ain't gonna say the months I've been here, brothers, I've seen business ventures and things that could be started, quick returns and things. I've seen, brother, I've seen it all. I have seen it all. Neighborhood justice. Yes. Was not counting on looking for that, but they got it out there. That body will stay out there. When they burnt the first guy, stealing up the chickens, his body stayed out there for a few hours. Because when you call the police, it ain't like they just come and drop him down. He made it in the like they're in the States. Now they come when they get time. And that body will sit right there. And people will stand around the body and just look at a dead body. Is this the trampling of Israel? I say it is. This stuff here, brothers and sisters, it's not encouraging, but at the same time, this stuff is real. This is real. The situation with that brother at Busy Beach, the incident there, it was a sad situation for his wife to get that phone call that he's no longer with the living, and just to leave just to be out of here, and leaving 2 kids behind. 2 years. I think the oldest one was 2 years old. When that could have been easily rectified. The brother said, "Okay, I'm done. You win. Boom, you're done. You're done with it." Somebody didn't want it to be done with. I'm looking at the same scenario, truthfully. Did not the Most High reach out to the nation? Hey, reach out to Babylon, but she don't want to be healed. Okay. The Most High telling you, hey, you done for. But you don't want to listen. Now you got to be dealt with. We seeing what's about to. We seeing everything that's out there that's about to happen. That's what we are witnessing right now. Drones. This man talking about opening up some portals. You got these people here talking about a massive deportation. All of this stuff that's going on. All of this stuff that's going on. Man, please let that nonsense ride. No, And it's just here to be used as a distraction. That's what it's for. Shalom, Brother Robert. That's what it's used for, as a distraction. But that distraction one day is going to be it's going to be so real. It's going to be so real one day. There will be no more distractions. It's going to be absolute reality. That's all. It's going to be there will be no more illusions. Now you're going to be dealing with real life situations. Because right now they're just throwing a whole lot of stuff out there. What? They went from Diddy, now they're going to what's his name? Jay-Z. Y'all know, you know how shaded the business is. I don't need to be in your business. You did something with something. What here? All righty. One thing I would say this, brothers. I can't say he did and did or did not. One, that's going to be between him and the Most High. But what the world is trying to do is get you involved. They're trying to get you involved in this man's alleged crime. That's what they're trying to get you. They're trying to get you mentally involved into somebody else's business. Period. And they the one who created the scenarios for anything to go down. Because now, if you step out of line and we allow you to come to our club and you get out of line, no, we got some things for you. We got some things for you. And that's what Satan is showing these entertainers in that business. You think you've been here for 20, 30 years and you ain't got no dirt on you? No, they come right out there and show them. Amen. With the tie. Oh, hey, bro, they showing everything now. Oh yeah, they doing it, and they don't care who know about what their hate level is. They don't. The world is showing us. Hey, the Most High said this. What the world has been doing in the dark will be uncovered. Let's understand this, brothers and sisters. Uncovered. You talking about, brother, you talking about uncovering. I mean, let's just speak from a United States standpoint. Shalom, Sister Kathy. From a United States standpoint, you talking about going back from this day 400 years plus. 400 years? You know how much stuff they go, oh, bro. So now, what are they doing? The government, they trying to block all types of history of slavery. They don't want that on the books no more. They got to block that history. We can't go into the new world. They knowing of our history. We got to what they saying in their mind. Well, we got to do this here. We got to downplay it until eventually we can fade it on out. You just fade out into the sunset. So with that, then at the same time, what else got to be faded out? It's called the Bible, our history books. They're gonna have to fade those out. They're gonna have to get rid of those books in order for them to fade in their history, fade our history on out. That's the battle that we are right now literally witnessing. This is the big picture. This is the pregnancy of Rachel. That's what it is. This is what this is. This is Jacob, Esau. They battling. Two nations. This is where we at, off the top. This is exactly where we are at in this stream of time. And it's not for us to be sitting right here trying to lollygag as if, this here and that. No, this is what this is about. I was speaking to my sister, and I was telling her, I said, no, this world knows exactly what it did, And I was telling her, I said, you know what the book of Jasher is at? She said, what book? I said, it's in the Bible. She said, no, it's not. I said, the word itself is in the Bible. I said, in Joshua. She looked at it. I said, wait a minute. What are you talking about? Is it written in the book of Jasher? I said, exactly. Why the book of Jasher is not in the Bible, but it's mentioned in the Bible, in the scriptures. I said, these are the books that they took out because they knew that they had to take those out because, hey, they're guilty as sin. Now they're fighting to have a slate. They want a slate that they can take the hottest of hot, so they can clean that slate, and we can come back in like kings, as if ain't nothing ever has been done. We can wipe away the history of slavery, and yet still we can go right back and practice it once we clean it. That's what they're doing. They're hoping to see that through and cut our history off as if we didn't exist, as if these people never touched a foot on the United States soil. And now, whatever they got going on a political level, when it comes down to citizens, truthfully, brothers, I mean, what? The way they acted, no, you never was a citizen. The country, that land is not yours. And they let it be known. Period. That's what they're doing. They're letting it be known. No, you don't belong here. You don't. But hey, this is these are the things we're going through and we're witnessing. We're witnessing this stuff. That's exactly what we're doing. These people, this system is on a whole nother level. I'm serious. And I'm telling you, you brothers who have young sons, warn your little young brother, your sons. These little Gentiles will bring a trick in just to lure them away from the den. There was an incident some years ago, and they lured this black brother, and they used this Gentile girl to lure him to the house. They little demonic selves, they took the brother's life. They did, but they cut his face off, and her boyfriend took his skin and put his skin on top of his face. Y'all want to talk about some demonic stuff? That's some demonic stuff. Brothers, like I said, there's some things I wish I'd never known or never seen. But, no. When I say keep on the watch, brothers and sisters, yes, keep on the watch, because I'm telling you, sister, the thing about it was, Sister Monica, they cut the brother skin like that. Then brought it down. Brothers, what's the stuff I have seen, witness, know of, that is diddly squat compared to what the world is about to issue out. That stuff is minor. It's minor to what the world is about to issue out. Yes, it's very demonic. Very demonic. That's nothing compared to what they're about to. And then you got what Sister Kathy was saying, this priest, Catholic priest, open up some portals. And they had the audacity to talk about some jubilee. Okay. Ooh, that's some my thing is this. Keep your senses, brothers and sisters. Keep your senses. Let your little young sons and daughters know, hey, this is on a whole different level. The world I don't care what the commercials put out. They can show they can show a black woman with a white man. Bump those commercials. Bump them. They just show you as it's lovey-dovey. But one thing about the Most High, when he says, he put enmity, he put hate in between two groups of people. The serpent seed, his seed. Who's going to be turned out to be the lie? Who's going to turn out to be the lie? Or who's going to turn out to be the truth? So my encouragement, brothers and sisters, is this. Stay in your own house. Stay in your own house. Period. Now the world is showing themselves, and 9 times out of 10, if you come up unalive, okay, they're gonna start showing themselves. Oh, we're not gonna prosecute. She was in fear of her life. He had a bottle of Colgate soft mint. He was aiming a bottle at her, a plastic bottle. If that's how they gonna spin it, they're gonna spin it. But they're gonna let it be known. They're not trying to judge their own. Brother, this is a very dangerous position that we are living within. You can go ahead and think that this about other nations. Don't fall upon that category, brothers and sisters, of getting caught in between that hate. Let's trust and believe. I don't care what you think or what you think you want to do. Oh, I got some nice neighbors and so and so, so and so, and so and so, so. And you keep thinking that, keep believing that. Because the system is going to show itself. The devil is going to show himself. He's going to show you how much hate he has for you. This is not the time to be fooling yourself and thinking that, hey, we cool. Okay. You'll see how cool you are. Life is going to show you just how cool you are. You ain't got to believe diddly squat I'm talking about, but there's scripture that's going to that has been put out there, and the thing about it, it has a very important person's name that's behind prophetic sayings. And one thing about it, He said it is absolutely impossible for him to lie. That is the Most High. It is absolutely impossible. Just can't happen. Cannot happen. This is where we at, brothers. He's always in the details, Sister Monica. Always in the details. And they doing this. They doing the same thing here as well back in the States. But whatever happens in the States, is going to affect. It's going to affect the world. I was just looking at what they call it. Oh man, come on, what's that thing called? Bitcoin. Ooh-wee. I know some brothers that they got into that, and for them to see how it's moving, and it's looking very good. It is. It's looking very good. But at the same time, you still got to be cautious with that. Because one is looking good. Now, from my understanding, I'm not no money guy. I heard some brothers say, yeah, it's going to look good, but yet and still, that's just there. You get in, you get out. Now, what they mean by that, hey, it seems like that remains to be seen. And who you talk to. And who you talk to. These demonic details that the devil is pushing out, brothers and sisters, it's so many details that's out there. You got to find out, hey, which one should you stay clear of? Because it's like you any which way you turn, bam. This is his system. This is his system. You cannot claim nor you can't clean his system. If he don't want to clean, I don't care what you're talking. You're not going to clean up a system that he owns. Yeah, I mean, I understand what you're saying, Brother Ricky. You know what I mean? I've been in it. I forget how long I've been in it. I mean, it had one. I never did anything with that account. I just let it sit there, bro. I kid you not. Truthfully, I don't understand it. I ain't gonna lie to you. Never took out the time to understand it. Called me lazy. I mean, and things of that nature. But I got into some everything, man, and got funds here, got funds there. Don't know how to move stuff around. It is what it is, and things. But one day I may just sit down and just overload and educate myself on some of these things, how to move stuff around and things of that nature. And move about like that. Me personally, I would rather work in the physical world. This is me. I'd rather work in the physical world where I'm using my hands or moving things around. That's just my makeup. I know what the world is looking at on a digital side. I do know that digital can be manipulated. It can be manipulated. And it was very bad. It was very badly manipulated in its early beginnings. Oh man, that was the worst time. I mean, when they converted from analog to digital, that was the worst time. That was when a lot of stealing was going on that nobody never knew about when they went into that digital world. And now we full-blown digital. Full-blown digital. It is illegal for you to own analog, or at least in the United States. They want everything digital. Man, some of the stuff that they got out here, I mean, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. The devil is showing himself. Enoch, I tell you, brothers, that book of Enoch, I mean, Enoch bring out absolute reality. Although this is like at the beginning of mankind. The beginning of mankind is how these fallen angels was doing, and now they're bringing it back as if there's a, I mean, for us it may seem powerful, not so with the Most High, not so with Him. When I was saying, brothers and sisters, self-sufficiency, it seems like that's what we're going back to, or we need to get into rather, is to be self-sufficient. I was sitting down talking to some brothers about some business ventures, and while we was looking into some things, it was looking into it's a machine. Shalom, brother Dave. Brother Dave. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna stop right there just for a moment. And what Dave just said. Dave said they want us digital. Why do these demons want everything digital, brothers? And they do. They want to get that little thing behind your ear and you connect. Now, what's that cat's name? Elon. He talking about we working on something where we can take your subconscious and move it into a chip. Brothers and sisters, you can. If you really want to get into it, get into it. If you really want to see the dark side of what this world is talking about doing, oh, we can put a chip into you. There was a movie called Out of Time, Justin Timberlake. They had so many people they put in it. If you run out of time, you out of here. Brothers, that's a movie that's looking 99.9 it's going to be a reality. 2025, we need some people about here. This is what the world is saying. This is no, we but going back to the self-sufficiency, we was talking about this business, and I mean, I let into them. I let into them. I did, bruh. I said, you go get into, you into this business. You got to upsell everything about yourself. I'm serious. A painter? Brother, you more than a painter. You go into a situation. I said, this is a warehouse, and I said, bro, what are they doing in this warehouse? What is this for? What is it going to be used for? He said, they don't worry about all that. I said, no, you need to be worried about it. If it's going to be a warehouse used for crops, grain and everything, and you paint it, my thing is this: get paint that has a retardant for rodents. That's an upsell. You sell that to the customer. You let the customer know, hey, I'm looking out for your interest. Hey, you would need this particular paint, and we paint it so and so. Make sure that keep these rodents out. And then you find out the life expectancy of this particular paint that you put on this wall to keep rodents out, so they won't be eating all of your stuff. They will be appreciative. Stay out of people's pockets. Just you sell your services. That's it. You sell your services to the best of your ability. Shalom, sister, in pursuit. You sell your service to them. So we got on to another point, and we was talking about cooking oil. The top-notch cooking oil here is sunflower seed oil. And guess who the biggest producer of that? In Tanzania. Indians. Now, just let's step back a little bit. Let's go back a little bit further. Let's just go back to the conversation I was talking about. Now, when it came to that paint, the brother said, we go here and we buy paint. I said, who owned that company? It's the Indians. Who owned the little who owned the like sub stores? Indians. You ain't going in there. They ain't gonna give you no contract. I can tell you that now. They ain't gonna do that. They're not gonna do that. Let's understand this, brothers. Understand this here. This is the factory where this little small company buys its supplies from this company here. This company is owned by Indians. You want to come in and try to open up an account with this company, but you're not Indian. They're not going to open up no company with you. So you come here and get this stuff wholesale because you messing with their bottom dollar. That's what they're not going to do. They keeping that stuff all in house. So I said to the brothers, I said, see, you brothers are going to have to sit here and come up with a better solution of a warehouse where you have hubs that knows it needs to come home to restock. I said, that's the only way. I ain't gonna say that's the only way, but that's one of the ways where you build your power, period. You build your wealth, period. And when the brothers started looking at the oil, cooking oil, they knew the machine, it don't cost that much. But to move that oil throughout this, everybody out cooking with oil, period. This is what we was talking about. We was all day talking about everything lined up. Talk to the politician. They say, you start right here, you work yourself over this way, and then you need to go ahead and talk to this brother over here. We got all of that stuff lined up. Brother, it's all about putting it together. This is going to be an uphill battle for us, it would appear. But the moment we lay that foundation, brothers and sisters, across the board, it's going to be all about us. But of course, you're going to have to come in and undermine the other nations. The other nation got everything bricked off. All right, you have this nation, a group of people over here that's doing this here. You got this nation of people over here that's doing that there. They know not to step on one another's toes. We're the only ones. The only ones. It's been entertained how we've been entertained how they are moving on the business sector on this continent. The only ones being entertained by the nations. We're the only ones. We sitting back, looking at them make money and how they moving money within their ranks. And when I'm saying, let me go. You got 4 nationalities of people that are here. That's running the game on this continent. 4. And it's happening on a daily basis. There was this Indian guy. He said his main drive is to be the largest farm in Tanzania. Brothers, let me pose something to you on that one. And I'm gonna let you know that is a threat. But to a politician, they looking at money. They don't even understand the threat, all the threats that was written, that was spoken. What he's saying was this: I will control your food. If I control your food, I'm going to control you. My country would not starve. I will ship my stuff over to my country. If I want you to starve, you're going to starve. Brothers and sisters, I'm not just giving you scenarios. I'm going and giving you real life comments from these people, what they're trying to do, or what they hope to do. We're gonna have to man up, woman up as one. We're gonna have to off the top. We don't, we hemmed up. We are absolutely hemmed up. We got to start somewhere. We got to start somewhere. This is it does not look good. And it would appear that we are late to the party. That's what it appears. And I use appear very vaguely, because if you're going to say I'm relying upon the Most High, you're going to rely upon Him. Period. Without a shadow of a doubt, the Most High He's going to do what He's going to do. And that's what I mean. This is where we at. This is where we at. This stuff here of what right now, brothers and sisters, we are in a state of want. That's what we are. We are in a state of want. All right. Granted, some of you brothers and sisters may be well off. That's granted, call it a blessing. But as a whole, no, we are in a state of want. Not the nations. The nations are not in want. They want more and give you less. This is the state of where we at. We're seeing what's happening, brothers and sisters. I mean, what are we seeing, brothers and sisters? Truthfully, it's a distraction. We need to keep it moving. We need to keep it moving. Yeah, distractions, discouragement. Yeah, we. I mean, when I say we getting slapped around, yes, we are. I've seen brothers and sisters take blows, but they never get dazed. When they stand up, they stagger one, but not dazed. Dazed is when your head is spinning and things. Nah, they stagger trying to get their bearings back up under their feet. Sister Pixie, I'm gonna read what you just text. It will be nice if the few Black Americans on the continent put your resources together to get things done. Sister, I think I've been saying that for the longest. And that is so true. It is. Me and this brother, we did some research. And we was all under one banner. We did. We found is this machine for sunflower seed. And so I broke it all down. I said, well, brother, you literally have to know the farmers who farm sunflowers, and for you to have an understanding, hey, we go buy the crops and things of that nature. So, but when you do like sunflower seed oil, you don't throw that the used portion away. You don't throw that away. You keep it and you resell it. That's feed for your stock animals. They use that for feeding chickens, goats. That's how they do. And so that machine on a small scale costs 10,000 USD dollars. That's what it costs to do that. You get your containers, you get your logos, put it on the bottom, and boom. It ain't like you got to go mainstream with it, because these brothers and sisters here, they gonna spend for oil. They gonna spend for oil. I was like, what? $2 a bottle. All right. They don't have a problem with spending 2 SUSD. They do not. I went in for the lowest amount of money that the average Tanzanian is willing to spend. That's where you need to start. It's what they're willing to spend. But they don't spend like we do. They don't. They don't spend like we do. So the brother, he said, "No, Mike, you do this here," and then so and so. We brainstorming. And then the politician, he kicks in. He said, "Oh, you know what? This sounds like a very good plan to do." And so he comes back. He came back and reported back to me what him and this politician was saying. He said, "Man, if you all can pull that off, it's going to change some things." The thing about it, brothers and sisters, like Sister Pixie does, saying, we're going to step into it. And we can't be right here haphazardly lollygagging. We cannot do it. We just don't have that luxury any longer. We do not. We've seen what the world is doing. We've seen exactly what they're doing. Shalom, Brother AJ. We've seen what the world is doing. They're bringing in a food shortage. Brothers, and like I said yesterday, it's going to be real starting January 1st. Well, it's real right now. It's going to be a whole lot realer when it comes to your intake of foods. That price is going to skyrocket. Now, from what I'm hearing, they talking about a stimulus. That stimulus, brothers and sisters, if they talking about what they trying to do, the government's talking about, at least Trump's side, is to stimulate the engine. Who is that engine of spending money, brothers and sisters? Who is the engine that's spending this money? It's you, the African American. They knew that that engine has been somewhat tampered or damaged with. They know this. And in order for them to really push this off, and I don't think it's going to work, they're going to have to go into the thousands. They're going to have to go into the thousands. If you're talking about reigniting or getting that wheel spinning again, from the disrespect you've shown the African Americans because they didn't want to get involved with your political shenanigans, yeah, they're going to have to pay in order for them to pull that off. The auto industry, man, they getting hit. People not going out there buying those near about $100,000 a vehicle. It's like you got to live in a car because of the price of a car. Man, come on now. But that's what's going on. That's what's going on. These things are happening. It's happening. Ooh. This is you're right. House on wheels. My thing is this: you go get wheels. Let it be a truck. Where your seats can lay down, and if it gets to that point, boom. All right. At least I can lay my head down. That's it. Because that's what it seems like. It's going in that direction. Your price of food, that's going to be on a whole different level. Roughly around Christmas. Mary, is your Christmas. That's going out there and spending money for that turkey. You're going to find yourself spending near about $50 just for that turkey or more. That's what's going to happen for those out there that's buying it like that. But this is where we at, brother. This is it's no longer a joke. This is absolute a reality that we will have to face. There's no getting around this. My fellow driver was talking about that, not spending money on Christmas like that this year. Yeah, everybody about to become a Jehovah's Witness right now. That's what they're about to come to in pursuit. Everybody's about to become a Jehovah's Witness. Oh no, I don't celebrate Christmas. Uh-huh. Yeah. They saying that yeah, the money started looking funny. For everything this world has put that has into brought into the world. Christmas, Thanksgiving, all of that stuff is like exploding right in front of their faces. Right in front of their faces, it's exploding. And now they're trying to figure, hey, they're not spending money like they did last year. Yeah, uh-huh. Yeah, we're not. Black people not spending like that now. Mm-mm. China is not sending their products to the United States like they used to. When I say there's so many different attacks that's going on, brothers and sisters, it's happening. You got different attacks coming from different direction. We are witnessing is a calculated destruction of a nation. That is what we are witnessing now. They're prepping everything. They want to make sure that everything is in place for when this get popped off. When one bullet is fired, they're gonna make it rain with a whole lot more. Yeah, Sister Pixie, you better call brother what's his name, Ricky. Yeah, he's pretty into that crypto. I'm serious. He's into it. Um, this there the time we have now, brothers and sisters. Um, I know it sounds like a broken record, but we will have to do something. We gonna have to. We got the knowledge from the Most High as to. Man, I don't believe this. As to uh, you know, as to this system, we're gonna have we're going to brace up. We're going to brace up, and don't get me wrong, brothers and sisters. And I'm speaking to you, brothers and sisters from the United States. We're just like our brothers and sisters here when it's all over said and done. When it's all over said and done, we're just like them. Um, we have a fear. We do. And I'll be the first to say that. We have a fear of losing money. We have a fear. We do. We exercise that fear more than anything. We do. So these brothers here, they do the same thing. They have a fear of losing money to which they don't even have. How you gonna have a fear of losing something you ain't even got it? We're the same way. We're the same way. All you gotta do is sit back and look at the situation and add the situations up. Yeah, you may have a little bit more, you may have more money in the United States, and you have more options in the United States. But those options, truthfully, brothers, they fall in very fast, falling and falling away at the same time. This was happening. It's what's happening. We have a fear, but we're going to we gonna have to it's going to be to our best interest to take that fear and hand it over to the Most High That's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to take that fear and hand it over to the Most High, because truthfully, for all you brothers and sisters that follow the scriptures, you all know exactly where you're going to end up back at. And I say back because your forefathers are from here. They was taken from here. The moment we continue to understand that eventually this is where you're going to be. You want to be back here. Prepare yourself. Put yourself in a position to be back. The world did some damage to us, and we did damage to our own selves. We got to fight against that. We're going to have to fight against it. We're going to have to sit down and just come to grips. All right, this is what's going on. This is what happens. This is what we need to do. And we go, oh, brothers, I know it's going to be a battle for some of you brothers, but to trust your brothers. You know what? I was told that, Mike, you trust Peter too much. And there may be some truth to it. But, bro, if you can't trust, if you cannot trust, ooh, that's not good. That's not good, brothers. I'm going to trust somebody. I'm going to have to trust somebody. We're going to have to trust somebody. The world did what it did to us, and our forefathers did what they did to us too. And you know, yes, and we are coming off of a curse into a wonderful position to be known as these are the people that the Most High loves and cherishes. I woke these people up. Now, I need these people to have confidence in me. And so now when I say trust your brothers, hand it over to the Most High. Hand it over. Let's look at Joseph. Joseph went in there and worked his brother's nerves. That's what he did. Didn't know what he was doing, but he was working. He was doing the work of the Most High. Got on his father's nerves. Wait a minute, now you think your mother and I go bow down to you? Boy, have you lost your mind? Now, I don't know what type of dreams have you been drinking? Oh yeah, all of that played into the Most High's hands. All of that, brothers. Now listen to me when I say this now. Brothers, he was already Jacob's favorite son, the baby boy. But then he going to have his dreams and, hey, I was doing something. Y'all bow down to me. They're like, y'all hear the Negro? We go bow down to him. We older than him, but we go bow down to him. Jealousy. Jealousy took root. It was taken and it was getting stronger and stronger and stronger until it got to a point where those brothers did something and they flat out by law they're not supposed to do. Sell their own brother into slavery. Shalom, Sister Linda Cross. That's what they did. Sold them into slavery. Okay. So he went there as a slave, sold into slavery. And he suffered. But at the same time, he was being vindicated and suffering at the same time. When I say suffering, brothers, although he became rich, he was still in captivity. He was sold to the Egyptians. Who came and redeemed Joseph? No one. He saved his family. Brothers and sisters, let's look at the same scenario. You got brothers on this continent. Let them go ahead and work for you. Period. Do your research now. Do your research. Do your research on these brothers and sisters here and things of that nature. Move with the soundness of mind. Very shrewd. Move that way. Some of the things there are some things that we can do for ourselves, brothers and sisters. There are some things that we can do for ourselves. There are quite a few, matter of fact. But at the same time, we have on one side of maybe we have all of these ideas. And on this side, we have all of the doubts. That's what we have. We have all of the doubts. We got to start throwing blows. And I say blows, we got to start throwing blows on ourselves individually. We're going to have to throw blows on ourselves individually to get some of this residue, to get this residue off of us. Who is it going to, what is it going to take? Who's going to be that person and say, you know what, bump it. Let's get this go ahead and start it. And we go leave it in the Most High's hands. That's what it's going, that's where it's going, that's where it's getting at. That's where it's getting at. We got to start throwing blows on ourselves individually. Because we're going to have to. I mean, I ain't going to say, well, we have to. But it's going to be on an encouraging side that brothers and sisters see these things. Now, let's go ahead and strengthen up this locomotive. We did it in the United States. We can't say it can't be done. We got history to prove what we done. History proves what we have done, what we have accomplished. The only thing about it is this: we was in captivity, and they came in and did what they needed to do in order to disrupt the motion of that motor that we had that gift in, as to moving money around. That's what they did. It was calculated. It was calculated with a hint of, with a great deal of hate that went right along with it. This is what they did now. They brought that hate in there. Marinated, swam around in it. Yeah, they did it. They did just that, brothers and sisters. And now we got to start looking at things and say, hey, all right, they did it this way now. How can we go about doing it in a different way? Well, what can we do to come in as a nation and start to plant our feet, toes on this continent? And truthfully, brothers, it doesn't do us justice to worry about the corruption. Leave corruption out of it. You're dealing with a nation now. You're dealing with a people who is basing their thoughts, their desires off of our history books. Period. That's what it's based upon. And the laws. I'm not going to say, I mean, as a matter of fact, it's not impossible to do. It's not. It is absolutely not impossible to do. The world had a head start along with the destruction of Jerusalem. And on top of the destruction of Jerusalem, we also had the curses that was working against us. So yes, they had like, you want to call it a head start? We just leave it at that. They had a very big head start. Now it's time for us to understand we need to move. The more we understand and we start to move, brothers, that's when you start progress will be seen. Progress will be felt. They're going to see it. They're going to feel it. That's one thing they're going to do. We're going to have to we're going to have to buckle down. And it may take a small group of people. Well, you know what? It's going to start with a small group of people off the top. It's going to start with a small group. So let's not fool ourselves. This is not going to be a massive undertaking. It's not. It's going to be that small group. But that small group, they're going to move very swift, deliberate, confident, off the top. That's how they want to move. We're going to move that way. Eventually, we want to understand why it's necessary for us to have this warehouse to do this here. Why we need to have this hub over here, knowing it needs to come back to the mother warehouse to restock. And the moment we start moving in that direction, I'm gonna just say this, brothers. I'm gonna say this. I've been having these dreams. Both of them, well, this last one, both of them, always consisted of a warehouse. This latest one, whew. And so what happened, brothers? I was it was a massive warehouse. So I was in charge of it. I know my position. I know that the Most High has me set up for leadership. Period. I don't even what's the word? Second guess. I know exactly how I've been living my life. And boom, he's showing. All right, I'm gonna take the lead. All right, moving ahead. So I'm in this warehouse, and I'm walking around. It's a lot of us in this warehouse. It's a lot of us. We buying. Brother was sitting down eating. Brother was moving around working inside this warehouse. I mean, it was a lot of us. Everybody was just laughing and things of that nature. Kids was running around playing. I'm around here making sure that, hey, the building is fine. We got this going on. We got this going on. I'm talking to other managers, making sure they take care of this and they take care of that. And so, I mean, it was kind of a funny dream, though. But so what had happened, I'm just talking to his brother over here and things of that nature. So this sister, she comes up. She said, you know what? I recognize your voice from Rooted in Hebrew on the channel. I'd just like to meet you. It was so funny to me, brothers. It was just, I mean, like, okay, you know, met the sister and everything. And she walked on. Well, we had a whole lot of visitors that was in this warehouse. They were shopping and buying and things of that nature. So I'm walking around and I'm looking at space in this warehouse that's been unused. Just naked pipes just hanging, but it's a humongous space. So I go find one of the managers. So I said, look here, I need for you all to build this out, turn it into something that our brothers and sisters can use or enjoy. Money was not an option. It was not even a thought. It was not a thought at all. I gave the command, brother, he built a team. They go in there and they start building. They start putting up drywall, getting everything set for whatever it needs to be used for. So I'm moving through this way, and I found another spot. Did the same thing. And so I come upon some brothers, and they was complaining about their pay. And I said, what's going on with your pay? And they said, we only make this here, and we don't have enough money to feed our families. At the drop of a dime, I said, what you getting right now? And they said, what they get? Truthfully, it was pennies. I said, I'll tell you what, increase everybody, told this to the manager, increase everybody pay to $15 more on top of what they're getting paid. Boom, I walked off. He went on to handle it. So I'm still walking by, and like I said, it was a very large warehouse. I'm seeing brothers sitting down eating ice cream and everything. So I'm just walking around, and I come up on these Gentiles. It was like a husband and wife, and they were selling furniture. So I'm looking at the furniture, and I'm like, man, I'm looking at the arm, but the arms, the material was ripped like dry rot. And I'm looking at this stuff, and I'm like, man, nah, we don't get down. And so I I didn't get offended at them. And I was like, so I talked to this Gentile man. I said, look here, you can't sell this type of furniture here. No, 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 no. And he said, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. And I said, I'll tell you what, take the material, take the this old furniture, go give it to the recycling center, and you pick new furniture to sell out of your place from there. So him and his wife, they got all of that stuff, took it to the recycling center or whatever need to be done with it, and they got new stuff, put it in the store. I said, brother, I was like, everything here, no, it's new here, and so it was very happy. But that was the only Gentiles I seen in his dream, and I said, oh, it's okay. And so I'm just going by, looking at different other spots. And I'm like, hey, all right, I need for you to build this out here and everything. And I just kept finding space for something to be built. And that's all I was doing. And that was the end of it. But these dreams, it's always like a big, massive warehouse. The first one was like an empty warehouse. This one here, now, it was a lot of us. It was a lot of us there. It was. And everybody seemed to be satisfied and happy. Brothers, there's a lot of empty space in Africa. For us to come from the four corners of the earth and be there again, there's a whole lot of space on this continent. A lot of it. We just need to come together collectively and work on doing what we need to do. Yeah, it may be massive for us, but it's not the fact that we can't do it. It's all about us doing it. That's what it's boiled down to being. Because it's going to get to the point, brothers and sisters. It's going to be you. It's going to be you who's going to feed them. If you think I'm joking, keep living. Keep living. It's going to be you, brothers and sisters, that's going to feed the world. That's what's going to happen. And we got to maintain that confidence down right now and going forth. It's going to be you, brothers. Right now, it doesn't look promising. I kid you not. It does not look promising. But the promise is, it is. It's going to move about the Redeemer. He's going to redeem each and every last one of us. We just need to be mentally, spiritually, and physically prepared to work his will when it's all over said and done. We are those ones who's going to do that. You're going to have a whole lot of brothers and sisters in leadership. You're going to have a whole lot of brothers and sisters in the position of teaching. Off the top. Shalom, Sister Yvonne. You're going to have these brothers and sisters put in place for our benefit. Period. Whatever's going on, I don't care how many drones they got in the sky. I don't. If they want to call Trump a Messiah, whatever. We're seeing events that are getting themselves in line for an exodus. I know when Brother Dave was he put in the text that I was talking about those two fault lines. Brothers, we should not be underestimating those two fault lines in the United States. We should not. Mm-mm. We should not. That place is going to be judged. It will appear is going to be demolished. Only wicked demons and unclean birds, as the scripture says, is going to exist there. That sounds like an exodus. Something is going to happen on that land that's going to determine you can't live here no more. You cannot live here any longer. We're at that time. You know, and now, Sister Yvonne, you're right. They're doing it. Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, and they ain't playing with them. See, you know what? And also on that, Sister Yvonne, what you just said. See, now this is that awakening. Now, whether those brothers are saying, you know, they're Israel or not, I don't think they ever said that. But the Most High can wake them up in the position that they are in and have them awoke just enough for them to do His will. Would it just take these three? Yes. I don't care if it took one. The Most High will. It's going to be done. It's going to be done. If you got to start with these three brothers, so be it. Let history be known. These three here right here got to pop off. From my understanding, Sister Yvonne, matter of fact, there's another country that they were saying that is joining their ranks as to removing France out of the way. Now you seeing how they gets down. That brother in Burkina Faso, they've been chasing him down. They've been chasing him down. But now we're dealing with different times now. You can't get to that brother just as easily like they used to. They can't do it like that no more. Those days are long and gone. No, they're gone. They can't get to him like that. Who's protecting that brother? Could it be the Most High? Hand it off to him. Because these brothers, they didn't sin enough. They seen, hey, you are a problem. When I say you brothers and sisters are going to feed the world, you're going to feed the world. You go be on the continent with that, and there's too many of these people here. We can't move that way. We just can't come here and drop a disease and think it's going to take them out. No. And now we're talking about the Congo virus. Who dropped it? Who dropped that? Who dropped that disease? Brothers and sisters, I was watching this movie, Mission Impossible. It was one of the older ones, and it was this guy, well, these two guys, but they was all about buying massive, deadly diseases, and then would drop it into a city population, and then they got the antidote. They own the antidote. Brothers and sisters, they've been telling us this for years. This is how they get down. And now they just coming out, just letting it be known. Oh, go ahead, go over to the Congo and drop this in the city. That's some wicked line of thinking. That's some wicked line of action. Pandemic. Brothers, don't get it twisted. Down to the common cold, that disease is owned by a Gentile. It's owned by a Gentile. Let's not get it twisted. That's what they do. That's where the money come in at. The winter time, the flu time, oh yeah. What do they call it when the airplane chemtrail? Just be the season. Just be the season. Then you go in there, you're trying to get all these type of medicines that you need to fight off the flu or chest cold but they want to blame it on the cold weather for chest cold. They got a virus that go right along with that. They know exactly what business they need to be in and when they're going to make money. Oh, all right, the stock is going to start rising for this cold medicine. This is some demonic stuff that these people has put in place. This is what they're doing. I was talking to some brothers here, and they was like, no, you can take one pill and here in the United States. I mean, you know, they said, like, why they won't share that here? They need a lot of us deleted off of this continent. That's the reason why. Diabetes is taken off as if it's a new form of AIDS. They're already cloning these tomatoes, brothers and sisters. They are. Let's not get it twisted. When I say brothers, we need to move quick, fast, in a hurry. Mentally. Put your plan. We got to put plans together. We have to. I'm still. Matter of fact, I got to call Sister Waters today and see how these flights are looking and things of that nature. But brothers, oh, and also I was talking to Waters. So and I was talking to Brother Nick also. He lives in ATL. And so he's trying to set things up for my house to be sold. He said, no, Mike, this house can be sold digitally. You don't necessarily have to be here to do this. And I was like, wow. And then Sister Waters, she said the same thing. I was like, what? Man, I mean, I hooked up all of this stuff, and I'm just trying to figure out why in the world it appears that I'm this far behind on technology. I hook up all this stuff for them to know this stuff. It is what it is. Shalom, Brother Robert. You be safe out there, brother. And so I hope that is the case, because things have changed since I've been here. And so we're gonna see how this stuff works out and things of that nature. But as long as I'm here, I'm going to continue to do research. I'm going to continue to do research. And for those brothers and sisters that do have investment and say, hey, I want to get into the oil business, cooking oil. All right, we're going to tell you exactly how much the machine costs. What the farmers that sell sunflower seed, when that crop comes in, and the best place to grow that crop. We already, The research, I've been going back and forth over writing this stuff down. Oh, you can do this over here. You can do this over there. Apples, we sister, what was it? Oh, it was just one. Sister Kathy Jones, or was it twin? Because they be saying all things been giving birth to twins. And so, brothers and sisters, this is where we at. But I got to continue to encourage you, brothers and sisters, as to what we're putting together. And I got to continue to do the research, plan things out, see which the best way to move with this, and to move this way, to move that way. That's what we got to do. I'm going to continue to do it. Just one, okay. But I know they usually get, they usually be the brothers here, they're like, no, they give birth to a lot of twins, and so but this is the encouragement, brothers and sisters, is let's brace our minds up. Brace our minds up. The markets are being adjusted. They're being adjusted just to throw brothers and sisters off of their game. Always be alert, brothers and sisters. Always be alert. Yeah, also, sis. We're living in some dangerous times. And brothers and sisters, if it do get to the point, if it gets to this point that the economy collapse, brothers and sisters, do not feed into self-pity. It was going to happen. If you had your money there and all of a sudden that money is worthless, brothers, we was warned about that. But at the same time, that money was not your life. Your life is Yahuwah. That's your life. That's your life. Move with a soundness of mind. When the Most High said he's going to do this, he's going to do that, brothers and sisters, look at that prophecy and see how you need to move. If you got to move money or you got to invest money, look at the prophecy. Look at the depth of the prophecy. Look at it, analyze it, break it down, use it to the best of your ability, brothers. What did the Most High say is going to happen in the last days? Look into it. What are some things he says is going to happen in the last days? They will be building, they will be buying, they will be selling. All right, look into it. They're going to be building. Get you a construction company, preferably on this continent. There you go. He said it's going to be doing, this is going to be happening. Whatever a prophecy is talking about, the Most High breaks it down for his people to put themselves in a position. All we have to do is sit there, read it, and brothers, and also reading the scriptures in an undertone or out loud is what we need. Read it where you hear yourself. If you're reading it, like say for instance, you're reading to yourself, you're not, there's no sound. There's no sound. Hold on. Brothers, we're living in demonic times. We're living in demonic times. Demons are speaking. They're speaking so low that you think you're not hearing them. You think that you are not hearing them. Read your scriptures aloud. Read them aloud. Because you want to bring any distraction now. Because you're reading out loud, not just to yourself, like I'm reading a text. No, read it out loud. Let your voice be heard by these wicked angels, these wicked demons. Read it out loud. Remove them away from your surroundings. Read it aloud. Practice that. They move in silence. At least we think they do. They speak. They speak just high enough for something to get in. You be like, man, why am I thinking about that? All right. Ask yourself. There has to be a voice somewhere going on inside your house. These are demonic activities, brothers, and we should not be underestimating them. They know exactly how to move. They know exactly what to say. They know exactly what they're doing. You get your scriptures. I mean, brothers, you don't, matter of fact, you don't necessarily have to read the scriptures. All you got to do is go on YouTube. What's his name? My brother, Eshon Burgundy. He has like 3, 5, 8 hours video where he just quoting scriptures. It'll repeat itself, but you got that playing around your house. That's the encouragement that brother brings to the brothers. That's what he does. But we, brothers and sisters, not to be going on, we must, I mean, it is to our advantage, start to look at our brothers in a whole different take. And I trust we're going to have to get into, I mean, it's going to be to our benefit to trust. They brought this about, and our forefathers did too, but we're going to have to fight against it. We're going to have to fight against it. And you brothers, in closing, if you can, hit that like button and share this video. And for those that would like to donate to Rooted in Hebrew, it's on the screen, $ Rooted in Hebrew. It would be very much appreciated because we're, like I said, as long as I'm here, I'm getting research pushed out. And I'm working with also with Brother Nick. And so working with some things with him, we're looking into Angola. Now is we're looking at, it's very promising in Nigeria. So if those brothers need me, all right, Mike, we need for you to travel. Boom, I'm gone. If I got to go there and do some work, so be it. It's brothers that I'm working for. And for you brothers and sisters, oh, y'all might try my best, Sister Pixie. You know, I'm trying my best to stay focused and things. There's a lot of work we got to do. And the Most High did not sit here and bring me here just for lollygagging. I'm not even trying to entertain that. I'm not. I'm trying to be about my business and getting things set up in the best way possible for all of us. The Most High, Yahushua, is the one who's going to save the world of Israel. Period. I'm just working in accordance to his will. That's what we all should be doing. This is not going to be no money grab situation. Nah, it's going to be a grabbing of a nation as one. And on that note, brothers and sisters, keep you all's head on a swivel. They got us looking up for whatever reason, and it's always at night. Look up, look down, look all the way around. This world is not to be trusted. It is not to be trusted. We was built for this. That's the reason why the Most High deemed it necessary that we continue to exist in order for us to contend with what they're pushing out. And at the same time, relying upon him. I don't care how long it takes. Always hope in the Most High. And on that note, brothers and sisters, you all be safe out there and continue to pray for your brothers and sisters. And for you brothers and sisters that has I don't care if you got a speck of business that you want to do on this continent, all you got to do is reach out to them. You tell me what it is, I'm going to do the research for it. I'm going to do the research. Now I'm still playing with this. I'm playing with this StreamYard. I can figure out how to bring people in, and things of that nature. But eventually I play with it and I get it and things of that nature, so that we can have a more in-depth conversation with other brothers and sisters, see what's on their mind and how they want us to move and things of that nature. But that's where it's going to start. It's going to start by means of talking, especially you brothers talking with, say for instance, you wanted to talk to Brother Ricky. Bring Brother Ricky on. He explained his position on crypto and buying gold and buying silver. Brothers, these are the conversations we should be having. Typing is good, but when you're starting to hear a person's voice and he's saying, all right, yeah, you can do this here. Hey, that's something you can go back and play back. This is how we grow together as a nation, by means of our brothers or sisters' education. And on that note, brothers and sisters, be safe out there. And I hope, y'all willing, that we can meet back here tomorrow. And on that note, shalom.